Hello and welcome back to the Ruthless Report. I am your host, Lethal Lee, aka the Ruthless One. So, guys, we're going to be covering last weekend's outcomes of the fights. It was Saturday, February 5th, UFC Fight Night at the Apex Center, Las Vegas. And let's just dive into it. I'm just going to browse over the prelims and then I'll kind of get into the nitty gritty into the main card. Tell you guys some things I liked, tell you guys some things I didn't like. And overall, just the success of the card. It was a good card, but it could have been a little bit better. Anyways, starting off with the first fight, what a weird, wacky thing to happen. I did pick Denise Bondar, got that one wrong. It ended up being like a subluxation or a dislocation of his shoulder. But I mean, credit to Malcolm Gordon. He got him into that position, and thus the fight ended in TKO, KO stoppage. Doctor stoppage, I think, would have been a better thing. But anyway, I digress. Moving on. Philip Rowe and Jason Witt. I did get this one right. I did say I liked Philip Rowe's reach and his output ability. I think he was landing somewhere around 5 significant strikes per minute. So what do you know? Mr. Rowe with the KO in the second round. There you go. Moving on, we got Halton Almeida and Danilo Marquez. I did pick Halton Almeida by knockout. And what do you know? Wow, maybe somebody should sponsor me over here. I don't know. I'm getting all these picks right, man. Hey, just saying. Halton Almeida with the first round KO. The ladies fight, I didn't have a horse in that race. Credit to Alexis Davis. She was a big favorite, and she got it done with the unanimous decision. Moving on, we had Chitty Bang Bang Njokuani, who took on the Canadian Marc-Andre Barriault. I was really on the fence with this one, but if you go back and you listen to my last show, I did say Chitty Bang Bang is coming, and he's got a lot of knockouts on that record, man. And bam, 16 seconds into the fight, Chitty, bang, bang, put it on his chin, and out goes the lights of Mr. Barriault. And Chitty, bang, bang, Njokuani, moving up in the middleweight ranks. What a knockout. I mean, the guy's explosive. And there you go. So credit to him. That was a great performance. And I look forward to seeing Mr. Bang Bang in the future. Moving on, I did get this one right again. Hakeem Dawodu taking on the Ultimate Fighter winner, Michael Trizano. I did say Hakeem Dawodu striking would be the difference. It was the difference. And what do you know? He took home the decision victory. I didn't see the fight. I didn't see Njokuani's fight. I didn't see Davis's fight. I didn't see a few of these of the fights because due to some things I had going on. However, don't matter, baby. I got the picks right, baby. So you know what it is. I got Hakeem right. I got Chitty Bang Bang right. I got Halton Almeida right. I got Phil Rowe right. And now moving on, this is where I got one wrong. I got Miles Johns against John Castaneda. I should have went with the freaking hometown hero, Mankato boy Castaneda, the Mexican sexy Mexi. My pick wasn't looking so sexy. You know what I mean? I picked Miles Johns. He was coming off a 2-fight KO win streak, and he got submitted in the third round by Mr. Castaneda. And I did catch, this was the first fight on the card that I actually got to watch a little bit of, and it came on in the tailor end of the second round, and Castaneda was coming on strong with the kicks, mixing it up nicely with the knees to the punches. And in the third round, he was able to get the submission victory. So moving on now to the main card. I got all these picks right, guys. I got all my main card picks right, except one exclusion where I didn't even make a prediction. And we'll get to that. That was the true Ultimate Fighter fight. But first fight taken off on the main card was Julian Erosa and Steven Peterson. However, even though I got my initial pick right of picking Juicy J, Julian Erosa, that guy is dangerous. I do think Mr. Erosa lost the fight. I do think Steven Peterson won the fight. This was a fight that I got to see. Great fight. Both men coming to clang, coming to bang. And it was just a collaboration of violence. And it was really, really awesome to watch. However, Steven Peterson did more damage, in my opinion. Maybe you wouldn't look, it may not have looked that way because of, I think Erosa busted up Peterson's nose and he was leaking from his nose. But Peterson was landing the more vicious shots, landing the more damaging blows. The the right hand was money for this guy. Money for this guy. I mean, he was finding Hiros's chin the whole night. I don't think he knocked him down, but he rocked him multiple times, and it was a great fight. Hirosa, credit to Hirosa, somehow able to get the split decision. Like I said, I did get it right. I did pick Hirosa, but to be honest, I do feel like Peterson won. And not to mention, Peterson did miss weight by a whopping 3.5, 4 pounds. So that's a huge deal, and I'm not mad at Hirosa winning. But you know, if we're going straight off who I really truly think won, I think Peterson won. However, my pick was Hirosa, and Hirosa did get the dub. So moving on, we got to see the true Ultimate Fighter finale between Trajan Gore and Bryan Battle. Man, I got a lot to say about Mr. Battle. Mr. Battle looked phenomenal. This guy was bouncing on his feet like a freaking cheetah, in and out. This guy's so fast, his blistering speed, his output was nuts. And fighting against a guy like Trajan Gore, I mean, that guy's strong as an ox. This guy throws with tremendous power. However, his output was what was the problem for him. He wasn't getting off. Battle was dictating, using that really nice kick he has, that great switch kick. I mean, he was using all the kicks, the front kicks, the switch kicks, the jabs. It was masterful performance for him. He did get hurt. Trajan Gore was able to land some big blows on him. But again, guys, he just wasn't active enough. And thus, Bryan Battle was able to get the decision. And it was a unanimous decision, which I do agree with. I do think he won 2 out of the 3 rounds. You could argue for Trajan Gore that he maybe won 2 rounds, but it'd be really tough to do that, you know, just with the sheer output of Battle, sticking and moving, jigging and jiving. I mean, this guy was just striving in there. This guy was going nuts. His output was nuts, man. I mean, it was really fun to watch. So credit to Mr. Bryan Battle. He is the true Ultimate Fighter. He silenced all the doubters. He silenced all the critics. And it was super fun to watch. Right at the end of his post-fight interview, he goes to Michael Bisping, "Who the fuck needs 2 eyes, man? I don't need that shit." He had his eye busted up. You know, credit to Gore for the shot. But it was a funny fight, post-fight interview. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of Mr. Bryan Battle. Moving on, I did get this pick right. I mean, I thought Brendan Allen would win. I didn't think he would be in submission fashion, but he did end up getting the victory over Sam Alvey. Alvey, you know, is like 7-1 in his last 8 now. So, you know, I don't know what he wants to do from this point on. This is a young man's game, young Lions game, and Brendan Allen made his debut at light heavyweight, I believe. So that was pretty cool. I wonder if he's going to stay home there or move back down to middleweight. We will see. So I got that one right. I got the Hirosa fight right. And I got this fight right. I mean, I picked this next fight. I picked this to a T. Couldn't have freaking put it any better. Shavkat Rakhmonov defeating Carlston Harris in the first round by KO. If you go watch my last episode, Ruthless Report episode 2, and you listen to me talk about this Kazakhstani killer, the Kazakhstan kid, Shavkat Rakhmonov. This guy is a freaking ball of KO finishes and submissions. I mean, he's a whirlwind of finishing. I mean, what can I say? 100% finishing rate. He's now 15-0. First round with the spinning wheel kick, baby. I mean, what are we talking about? This is some style points. Mortal Kombat finish him. You know what I mean? So Shavkat Rakhmonov with the nasty wheel kick, put him down. Didn't even hit him clean, hit him with the back of the calf to the cranium, puts the guy down, and then finishes on top with a nasty right hand from Shavkat Rakhmonov that ends the fight. Got that fight right, and I also got this fight right. Nick Maximov. I said he was 8-0. You know, he's a promising prospect. I did like Soriano, you know, with the dynamic punching and whatnot. However, Nick Maximov, you know, that Nick Diaz product out in California, you know, he has a real good style. You know, I like his style, real fundamental, you know, keeps his chin tucked, nice long straight punches, good wrestling. It was a close fight, but we all know Maximov on one of the takedowns he got against Soriano. Soriano looked like his knee buckled, and it was unfortunate to watch. I hope Soriano recovers quickly. I hope it's nothing serious, and I want to see him back in action. But great win for Maximov. Another great win to the record. Still undefeated. This guy's coming up. he's a contender. He's on the verge of being a contender. He's still young in his career, only 24 years of age. So I'd like to see what they do next with Maximov. And I did tell you guys to put some freaking money on Maximov. So you know what I'm saying? The betters, the DraftKings, the BetOnline.ags, the MyBookies, hit me up, guys. I got 9 out of 13 fights right. Let me say that again. I got 9 out of 13 fights right. I mean, that's pretty damn good if you ask me. So Maximov moving up, still undefeated. Congratulations to him, and I hope Soriano comes back soon, rather quickly. I think he just needs to work a little bit on his wrestling, and he can be a true problem because his punching power and his kicks are very, very, very vicious. So moving on, we had the Joker versus the crazy man. I don't even know. I almost want to call him the boogeyman. This guy is a scary individual by the name of Sean Strickland. And I just want to take the time and say this. It was a very underwhelming performance by Strickland. Now, some people may say, oh, he won the fight. And this is what I will say. He was clearly leading the dance. He was clearly leading the narrative of the fight, which was his jab. He was sticking Hermansson's face with his jab all night. And it wasn't until about the second, third round did he start to incorporate his front lead kick, which then helped him open up a little bit more of his offense. But credit to Hermansson, he did some really, really great things in there. He was in and out. He never stopped. His gas tank was there the whole time. Although Strickland never even seemed to get fatigued at all because he was just popping Hermansson's head off with the jab all night. It was really just a thing of beauty to watch Strickland work the jab. I would have liked to see him get him out of there. I thought he could have got him out of there. I mean, once you start landing the jab, it opens up all these other pathways for their combinations. And I don't think Strickland really maximized on those opportunities, in my opinion. So credit to Hermansson. He made it a fun one to watch, but he did get dominated in terms of, the dance being led. This was a split decision win. I don't think it should have been. I think it should have been pretty clear-cut, unanimous decision for Strickland. It was pretty clear-cut by me watching that Strickland was leading the dance, popping Hermansson with the jab over and over and over again. And a credit to Hermansson. He did land some really nice inside kicks, some really nice outside kicks. But again, how effective are those kicks? You know what I mean? Just because you land 10 kicks doesn't, what did those 10 kicks do? It's just one of those things where the octagon, who wins inside of it, is dependent upon how much damage you do, so significant strikes. You could land 10 kicks, but if they weren't significant, then not one of those kicks count as a significant strike. And, Strickland's jab was very significant, obviously, pushing Hermansson back, dictating the range that they're fighting at. So obviously Strickland was landing the more significant blows, which is, again, why I think he won unanimous, but the judges didn't see it that way. They gave him a split decision. Should have been unanimous. Anyways, on the main card, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I got 5 out of 6 fights right because I didn't make a prediction on the Ultimate Fighter fight. I just said I want to see both these guys go in and prove who the Ultimate Fighter is. Brian Battle did that. So excited for him. I mean, this guy's technique and skills, he's so new in the game too. So it's really, really encouraging to see a guy like this, so young in his career, just look that good. I mean, the guy was a freaking karate master in there. It was so dope to watch. Credit to Mr. Battle. I'm looking forward to seeing Trajan Gore come back. These guys are so young in their career. I would like to see them dance again one day. I think that would be a phenomenal rematch in the future, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. That'd be really, really cool to watch as they kind of develop and then see, who's who later on in their career, right? When they're more grizzled, seasoned vets. But overall, it was a pretty fun card to watch. Shavkat Rakhmonov is the rock star of the card. I mean, this guy is a Kazakhstani killer. Like I said, once again, 15-0 at welterweight. This guy is a freaking finishing machine. I mean, I can't say it enough. It was so fun to watch, so exciting, and I'm looking forward to his next fight. I mean, this guy is either putting your lights out, getting his lights put out. That's the only way he fights. I love it. It's worked out 15 times for the guy, and just so cool to watch. So really looking forward to it. Great night of scraps. And yeah, man, that's your raw, ruthless report for you. So you guys all keep it real, raw, and ruthless, and have a great day.